everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Trojans will put total leather and we'll get started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The boot's shaking underneath us, guys. To the air, it's Berry. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. We've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the right. The short hands, it's Jacobs. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there.
Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Power football with the run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Back to throw, it's Berry. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Throws to the tight end. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
give to the back. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. Powers through. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Rudolph. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On the run, it's Jackson. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on second down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, USC.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the air. It's Mack. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, and try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'll be forcing it a little bit.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Looking for a man. It's Barry. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets down. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He breaks the tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Dropping back, it's Mack. Finds a spot in the middle. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this fourth down. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the returner will be knocked down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Off-play action on first down. Quarterback adapting. Complete to the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Mack. Looking down the middle. Calls it in. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On the ground, it's Moulton. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man.
Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Scanning the field, it's Berry. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take them away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
And the Trojans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. The offense changing the play. Rides to the back. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
USC.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Buys a little time. Now he's looking into the middle. Trying to find the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Trojans! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The toss to the outside. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Grab, go to the middle. It's McCoy. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Knowles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Got a man in the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Knowles moving quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Gibson. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Baylor is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was chanting "sick him" in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 14 to Kansas State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Under fire. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. And the Trojans want to move quickly. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Bringing it back. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air, it's Berry. Going for it all. Touchdown, Knowles! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Wormley. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground. He's got it again. Makes it past the marker. He's now got 78 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. He wants to change this route. Back to pass. It's Mack. Unloads it downfield. Slams it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Give to the single back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Moulton. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Now they'll try the right side. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Dropping back, it's Berry. Fires left. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Bring in the heat. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously, having a ton of success, you've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed. And it doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game, too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to at least give him an opportunity.
Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Pulls it in, it's Moulton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it to the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warwick and Lavernius Pools. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Sperry. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there.
This quarterback right now is improved, and he's doing a nice job in the crease snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Card in the backfield. It's McCoy. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down and 10 coming. Got it in the middle. It's Jacobs. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Setting up for a first and 10 from the 26. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, still looking. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Mack. With the catch, it's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Trojans are flying down the field. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip, because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
That's caught. It's Williams. Turning it on. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A first down run on the doorstep. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. They'll line up to go for two.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
To the air, it's Mack. Here's a heat. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes.
There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here comes the heat. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for two. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
Here comes the 2-point try. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Oh, they're after him. He's got it. 2-pointer is good, and now it's a 1-score game here deep in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, and walk out with a W.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Finding open areas. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. You make closing arguments this time of year, and this passing attack has given them an emphatic point for the committee.
Dang right. You make those statement wins late in the season for ranking purposes, for resume purposes, and you're showing that you're a championship caliber team. Palmer, this passing attack is leading.
And whoever they've got to play coming up now, man, their defensive coordinator and staff are going to have some long hours trying to defend this passing attack, because the guys they got outside, the matchup nightmares they're creating, and how accurate this quarterback has been, they are going to be tough to stop.
And the Trojans enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Powers through the defender. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Gets the back moving. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And another broken tackle. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for a man. It's Mack. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th